How's it going, everyone? Hope you're all having a good Friday and getting ready for a big final day to close the week. So I thought I might make a little quick video talking about an update regarding foreign ownership of Russian assets, which has just been announced by the Russian government. They've released a piece of legislation or order called Decree 81, which is basically saying that for foreign ownership of Russian assets, there will need to be a registration process. And the minister who announced this has basically come out and said that the process will be closed off or blocked off to people coming from hostile countries, which is basically most of the West at the moment. So what that means is that people who are holding Russian assets, on the Russian exchange or in Russia, are actually kind of frozen out from being able to exchange the assets, apparently. And that's not good news, so you can't get out of them. And it might even mean that there'll be a number of institutional banks and stuff that hold these stocks on behalf of shareholders as well as for their own investment that will get frozen out of their assets. They're not getting stripped of their assets, but they just are not able to access the markets to sell them. And yeah, now I'm not sure what that's going to mean for secondary markets that hold Russian stocks, like I covered here before, like Gazprom, Lukoil, Sberbank and stuff, because those assets, when they're listed on a secondary exchange, do have a bank guarantee behind them in the country that they're listed in. So there is some sort of security there. So I think those would still be open for exchange, although they are still suspended on the various exchanges at the moment. So you're not able to get into them. So it's kind of interesting. So obviously Russia's got to try and do something to try and take control of their financial system, and this is one of the things they're trying to do. At this stage, Russia is still kind of playing ball with the rest of the world in terms of their financial systems. They didn't default the other day on Wednesday on their first bond payment that was due on Russian foreign bonds, I think worth about 178 million US dollars. They managed to make the payment, which was actually probably the bigger reason behind the market momentum that started on Wednesday. Was Russia actually made that payment. Whether they make it or not the next time is going to be interesting, because that was the first payment they had to make since the whole Russia-Ukraine crisis and all the sanctions came in. Anyway, back to like all this stuff about the ownership of Russian assets. What it all means for foreign owners is really, it's not good news. You've basically been frozen into your asset, and if you're from a hostile country, you are not able to buy into Russian assets at this stage. I'm sure it will all likely change going forward. I read a report that the finance ministers in Russia probably don't have the balls, for lack of a better term, to tell Putin how severe the financial problems are going to be down the track once this is all over. But that's just kind of what they're dealing with. Anyway, it's an interesting space. It's like a new sort of macro territory for me to watch and observe. For those that are holding those Russian stocks out there, I hope everything kind of works out for you. Who knows? Could be the best thing you ever did, might be the worst. I don't see those companies going bankrupt. They're so central to Russia's economy. But yeah, anything can really happen. Anyway guys, have a great Friday. May the markets trade in your favour. Cheers.